predictions that this was a decent card, that I'm looking forward to some matches on the card. And for the most part, you know, it was true. The things I was looking forward to did deliver. We had an excellent opener. Logan Paul, he looked good. We'll get into that. And the main event, I'm still processing what happened in the main event. And I think I'm going to start with the main event. So, this is my review. Gonna go, you know, down the card, give me my thoughts, what I thought of the show. So, like I said, let's start with this main event. Let me scroll down. So, it was Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar in a last man standing match for the WWE Universal Championship. I don't know about this match. Like, I liked the second part, but the first part, it was exactly like I thought it was gonna go. They hit each other, the finishers, they went to the outside. Brock, you know, he gave Roman Germans, and for a good chunk of this, it was a little slow. So I wasn't as into this in the beginning, but at the end, it got interesting. But let's start from the top. So, they made their entrance. Roman has beat The Undertaker for longest entrance in the company. This guy fucking stands there at the top of the stage. The music plays, and then he raises his hand. So yeah, I think, don't mind my thoughts. So, he takes the record for longest entrance. Brock, he comes out, he goes halfway down the steps, and I thought I was seeing things. I'm like, did this guy just turn around and go the wrong way? And he did. He turned around. This motherfucker went to the side and got a tractor trailer, or a tractor, whatever the fuck you call it. He got a tractor, a custom-made tractor. It had the Brock on the side, his logo, it was red, with gold plates, it was nice. So, he put the flannel on, the cowboy hat on, and he rode to the ring in a tractor. So, he raised the front of the tractor, and he got on the front, you know, that he raised up. So, what's his name, Mike Rum? He starts doing the announcing, and Brock tells him to shut up. He grabs the microphone. It was on the front, the inside of the tractor. So, he grabs the mic, tells Mike Rum, I think his name is, to shut up, and he introduces himself. So then, Mike Rum gets back in the mic, introduces Roman. The bell rings. Now, Roman has his back turned. He's giving Paul the titles. Then Roman turns around. Lesnar jumps off the tractor and does like a dash press onto to Roman in the ring. I thought that was pretty cool. You don't really see Brock doing that. So, like I with this thing that holds up, I don't know what it's called, but they threw each other into that, and they just broke. So, they get back into ringside. Brock throws Roman over the barricade. Now, Brock, he goes to jump up on the barricade like he does during his entrance on the apron. But he didn't get the full jump, or I think the barricade was slippery. A lot of slips tonight. And Brock falls back. And you could tell on his face he was pissed. And even, I think it was Michael Cole, said he's not too happy about that. He's gonna take it out on Roman. So, he wasn't too happy. So eventually, he jumps over the barricade to the other side. Roman takes control. He sets up a table. Oh no, Brock sets up the table. And Paul Heyman causes a distraction. And then Brock turns around and Roman picks him up for a Samoan drop through the table. Roman picks him up. He gives him a side slam through the nether table, but Brock makes the 10 count. So, later on in the ring, Roman hits Brock with 2 Superman punches and gives him a spear, but Brock gets back up for the 10 count. If you don't know, a last man standing, you have to beat your opponent until they can't make the 10 count. So, that's what that is, if you didn't know. So later on in the match, Brock takes control, throws Roman to the outside. He gets on the tractor, or in the tractor. He puts the thing down, the front. He takes Roman, throws Roman into the front piece, gets back into the tractor, lifts it up, drives forward, and dumps Roman into the ring. It's like maybe a 15-feet drop from the tractor to the ring. So yeah, Roman gets back up for the 10 count. Brock gives him more Germans. He gives him an F5. Roman gets back up. Roman puts Brock in the guillotine choke, but Brock reversed it into his own guillotine. Roman passed out. The referee's lifting his arm up. Brock breaks the hold. Then the ref starts counting to 10. So Roman gets back up and then falls down. So Brock's not happy. And here's where it gets interesting. Brock goes outside. He goes into the tractor again. Puts the thing down. Drives it into the ring. He pushed the ring back like 7 feet. Lifts the tractor up. And the ring goes up the corner of the ring. And when the ring goes up, Roman flies out. And I've never seen this before. So Roman flew out the ring. I don't know if I don't think the ref flew out. I think the ref got out the ring before it went up because he started counting immediately. So he started counting. Roman makes the 10 count. Later on, Brock has control. The He hits him with the Universal title. Brock gets back up. At this point, Michael Cole is flipping out. And then Roman gives him another shot at the WWE title, and him and the Usos pile stuff on top of Brock. The announce table, the steps, this chair, that chair, and finally, Brock stays down for the 10. Roman Reigns wins. He retains the titles, like I said, and Theory never cashed in. So, I thought this was good. Like I said, I thought the second half of the match was better than the first half, but I did enjoy this last man standing. And I might go back and watch it again. I think I'll enjoy it the second time around. So yeah, this main event, it was a pretty good main event. I think they delivered. Let me take a drink. So, I think they delivered on the main event. If you saw it, let me know in the comments what you think of that main event. I'm seeing on Twitter mixed reactions to it, but I enjoyed it. So, let's go back to the start. Let me take another drink. Let's go back to the start. They started with the Raw Women's Championship. It was Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair. And I didn't notice, or I didn't put two and two together, but they were in Tennessee. Bianca, Tennessee is her home state. So after they said that, I'm like, oh boy, is Bianca gonna lose in her home state? Because if you watch WWE, you know, most of the time, the hometown person doesn't win. But that wasn't the case. So, I thought this was an excellent opener. It might be my match of the night. It's either this or the main event. But I'm leaning towards this. So, it was fast-paced to start. Becky worked on Bianca's arm for the disarmer. They go to the outside. Bianca hits the KOD onto Becky on the barricade, or she tried. I thought she hit it, but Becky hung on to Bianca's hair, and she smashed Bianca into the barricade, and then she went up to the barricade and gave Bianca the leg drop. So I thought that was a cool spot. Let's see. Becky, here's another cool spot. Later on, Bianca went up top, or no, Becky went up top for a leg drop. And as she came down, Bianca caught her in a powerbomb. I thought that was cool. Bianca gave Becky a suplex to the outside. Becky then went up top and hit like a flipping stunner to Bianca in the corner. Kind of like what Darby Allin does, that flip over stunner, but it was in the corner. but at around the 6th count, Bianca was like, fuck it, I'll take the count out then. But Becky made it back into the ring. Bianca went up top for the 450 splash, but Becky grabbed her by the braid and pulled her down. So as she came down, Becky caught her into the manhandle slam for a close 3. That was a good spot. Becky got her on top. Again, here's the finish to the match. They're on top on the corner. Becky goes for the avalanche manhandle slam. Bianca reverses it into a Spanish fly. And then gets Becky up for the KOD for the 3 count. And this might be one of the best KODs Bianca ever hit. It was really good. So, excellent match, excellent opener. Yeah, Bianca retains, and I think it might be match of the night. So, after the match, we hear a theme song or music play. And I'm not gonna lie, at first I thought it was Rhea Ripley, because the Judgment Day has, that beginning, the oh, but it is Bayley. Bayley makes her return. The crowd goes nuts. She comes out, looks good, she's talking shit. You remember me, Bianca, blah, blah, blah. And then more music plays. It's Dakota Kai. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't recognize the music. And she has a different hairstyle. So I wasn't used to the hairstyle, but I saw the face. You recognize her face. So Dakota Kai comes out, and I think was it Corey? Who was like, she don't even work here. Which, I think it's true. I think Dakota Kai, they let go a couple months back, if I remember. So, hey, Triple H, he's got control. That's, she's part of NXT. That's his girl. I'm okay with that. Dakota Kai, she's really good. So Dakota Kai comes out, and it don't stop there. We hear more music play, and it's Io Shirai. After how many years in NXT, she gets called up. And you can tell Triple H is running things on this show. So, Io Shirai comes out, the 3 of them get into the ring. They're jaw-jacking with Bianca. All of a sudden, Becky comes back in the ring. Becky turns face, and we have a stare down, 3 or 2. So, I saw this on Twitter. The women's division just got a big upgrade in talent. We got Bailey back, Io Shirai, Dakota Kai. Good night for the women's division. And like I said, excellent opener. So let me take a drink. Got coffee. Alright. So, next, we got Miz versus Logan Paul. I thought this was good. You know, the Miz, he's not a bad person to be in the ring with. And Logan Paul had some pretty good spots in this match. So, they make their entrance, and I wrote this down. Maurice had a purse shaped like 2 bowls. They need to cut this out. Vince McMahon is gone. Enough with the tiny bowls. Enough. So, like I said, Logan had some nice spots. He reversed one of Miz's moves into a fireman's carry. That looked pretty good. Logan hit a moonsault from the apron to the outside. That looked okay. You know, mid moonsault, he kind of turned a little bit. But other than that, I thought it was okay. The Miz hit a corner code breaker, and he slowed the match down for a little bit. Logan Paul hit a blockbuster from the apron. He put Miz in a figure 4, and it looked terrible. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Logan Paul hit a crossbody from the turnbuckle into a standing moonsault. That looked pretty good. So, Tommaso Ciampa was at ringside, and during the match, he kept trying to cause a distraction. So, eventually, the referee ejects him. But Ciampa grabs a chair, and he sits down. He's like, nope, I'm not leaving. Nope. So, we hear AJ Styles' music play, and it keeps playing, and they're like, where is he? So, the camera cuts to the ringside. It cuts on Ciampa. So, Ciampa turns around, and Styles hops off the barricade, and I think he was going for the phenomenal forearm, but he didn't really hit it. He just kind of landed on Tommaso Ciampa. So AJ fights off Ciampa to the back. While that is going on, Logan Paul hits Miz with a phenomenal forearm, and it looked pretty good. He was, bare elbow. It looked pretty good. So, this was probably the spot of the match. So, Logan Paul outside, puts him on the announce table. He goes up and delivers a beautiful frog splash to the outside, onto the table. Logan Paul is nuts. It looked great. It was awesome. So he puts Miz back in the ring. He gives him the Skull Crusher finale for the ring. Logan Paul gets his revenge at Summerslam. Like I said, it was a good match, good showing by Logan Paul. I'm not gonna hate on it too much. Take a drink. The next match, I'm not really gonna go into it. It's the U.S. title, Gary versus Bobby Lashley. I thought it was decent. Gary had some offense, though before the bell rang, he hit Bobby with the briefcase. He got some offense. Bobby made a comeback. He took control of the match. Bobby hit this big spine buster. It looked pretty good. Gary tried to leave, but Bobby went outside and they brawled on the outside. Bobby brought him back in. The finish came when Gary went for the rolling drop kick, but Bobby caught him in the hurt lock for the win. So Bobby retains. The next match, the Judgment Day versus the Mysterios. I didn't, what's the word I'm looking for? I didn't predict, I didn't predict this match because when I recorded the predictions, this match wasn't confirmed. And in my opinion, they could have saved this for Raw. They only had this match so Edge can return. But we'll get to that. So, I thought it was okay. It was fast-paced to start. The Mysterios hit dives. The Judgment Day lurked on Dominic. Hooray made a hot tag. Hooray went for the 619, but Finn Balor tagged himself in and interrupted it. He hit Ray with the drop kick, the turnbuckle drop kick, and then up for the coup de grace. Ray hit a top rope hurricanrana. The Mysterios went for the double 619, but Rhea grabbed, I think it was Ray or Dominic, by the legs and pulled him out. I don't know if I said this, but this was no DQ, so Rhea interfered a few times. As she's doing that, the Judgment Day, Damian Priest go to chokeslam Ray, but the lights go out and Edge's music hit. Now, I don't know if it was a brood or if it's some form of the brood theme, but Edge came out like a fire. He was wearing red, new shirt. He came out for the ring. So, it was a good match, but I think they could have cut this for time, and I think this was only on the show to get Edge to return. So next, we got Pat McAfee versus Happy Corbin. I thought this was good. I expected a little better, but, Pat, he did his thing. He, gave us some good spots, couple botches, mainly with the ropes. They were slippery. But, like I said, I thought this was a good match. So, Happy Corbin makes his entrance. He gets like midway down the ramp, and you hear a choir. You hear a choir start singing, "Bum ass Corbin, bum ass Corbin." So Corbin is pissed. He just goes to the ring. Pat McAfee comes out, crowd pops, everybody loves Pat. So the match starts, and Pat immediately hits a super kick, followed by a Hurricane Rana. That looked pretty cool. Baron Corbin hit a running drop kick. You don't see him do that, so that looked pretty cool. Corbin slowed down the match. They brawl to the outside. He messes with Michael Cole a little bit. So, back into the ring, Corbin is on the top rope. Now, here's the first example of the ropes being slippery. So, Corbin's on the top rope, and Pat is running at him. As he's going to jump on the ropes to do the suplex, he slips. Now, Corbin catches him, and they still hit the spot, but he slipped, and it looked kind of bad, but they hit the spot. Another example, Corbin was on the outside, and Pat went to the top rope to do a swanton to the outside, and he almost fell, slipped over the rope, but he caught himself and he did it. The end of the match came when Corbin bumped into the ref, and Pat kicked Corbin in the nuts like he did on SmackDown to him. So he kicked him in the nuts. He goes to the top rope again, and he gives him a sunset flip powerbomb for the 3. It didn't look that good, the sunset flip. It looks like Pat kind of slipped a little bit, but he hit it, and he won. So, like I said, good match, my nose. I expected a little better, but it was a good match. Drew McIntyre came out next and basically said he's challenging at Clash of the Castle. So that was a time filler. The crowd liked it, but it was still fill time, which they didn't need. Next, we had the undisputed tag team titles, the Usos versus the Street Profits. I thought this was a really good match. Their match at Money in the Bank might have been better, but this was still pretty good. So the Profits come out with Titans cheerleaders because they're in Tennessee, and I had my eye on the one in the front on the left with the two-tone hair. She looked pretty good. They said on commentary they alluded to the fact got Jeff Jarrett, who's the special guest referee, by the way. He has a busy weekend in Tennessee. They didn't say he'll be at Ric Flair's last match tomorrow, but they alluded to it. But it started the match, and they brawled, and I think it was Jay and Dawkins that were in the corner. So Jay was beating on Dawkins, and Jeff is counting, to break it up, and Jay didn't break it up. So Jeff got physical and was pulling him off. Dawkins did the same thing, and Jeff pulled him off. That's kind of the story throughout this match. That Jeff got physical with both teams if they didn't listen. So the Usos work on Dawkins. Jimmy hit the hip attack in the corner. Ford makes the tag. He hit the high crossbody. That looked great. He hit a standing blockbuster. That looked great. The Usos hit a double super kick and a splash for the 2 count. They hit a double splash for another 2 count. The end of the match came there. The Usos went to super kick Ford. Ford ducked, and I think Jimmy almost hit Jeff, but Jeff caught the boot. So Jeff spins him, and Dawkins hits the sky high on Jimmy, followed by the frog splash by Ford for a 2 count. So Ford gets hot at Jeff. He was screaming at him. The Usos pull Ford out. They attack him on the outside. They give the running D to Dawkins, and they pick up the win to retain. So, like I said, I thought it was really good. I think the match last month at Money in the Bank was better, but this was still a pretty good match. Next, Riddle came to the ring. Like I said in my predictions, he was supposed to fight Rollins, but the match was canceled for a storyline injury on Riddle. But Rollins comes out and they start brawling. Eventually, they make it to the ring, and Rollins gives Riddle the curb stomp, and he leaves. And lastly, we got not the main event, but the last match I'm going to talk about. It's Ronda Rousey versus Liv Morgan for the SmackDown Women's title. This was the worst thing on the card. It wasn't much of a match. Rousey, the match started. Rousey hit the high knee, a suplex. She was working on Liv's arm. They traded submissions. Liv hit a crucifix bomb that looked pretty good. Ronda got her into the armbar. She got her foot on the rope. Got her into the armbar again. Got her foot on the rope. And then, here's the end of the match. So, she gets her in the armbar for the 3rd time. And now Liv gets up. She's still in the armbar, but she's on her feet. So now the ref is, looking at Ronda's shoulders, because her shoulders are in the mat and Liv is standing up. So the ref thinks that, it's a roll-up. But Ronda still has the armbar on. So the ref starts counting to 3. And as he goes 1, 2, as he goes down for 3, Liv starts tapping out. But the ref don't see it. So the ref declares Liv the winner because Ronda, her shoulders were down. So Ronda loses to a screwy finish, and hey, we all knew that Liv wasn't gonna win this clean. Either Charlotte was gonna come out or they were gonna make a fuck finish, which just was. So Ronda gets screwed, she gets mad and pretty much turns heel. She goes on a rampage, puts Liv in the armbar, puts the ref in the armbar, and she goes nuts. So I don't know if she's gonna get a rematch or what, but Liv retained and is the SmackDown champion still for now. Also Kane came out after this to announce the attendance. 48,449. So, not a bad turnout. But that was my SummerSlam review. Overall, I thought this was a good pay-per-view. Thumbs up. We had a good main event and an excellent opener and good matches in between. So, I thought it was pretty good. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the show. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What was your favorite match? Let me know. I'm gonna end this. My nose is fucked up. I'm sorry for all the cuts, but my nose, I don't know. But leave a like if you like the video. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on your post notifications so you know when I upload. Have a nice day, guys. Peace.